unfair. It's the Nordic people. I don't know what God was thinking to create such a discrepancy between people, you know. Totally unfair.
Let me just pull up the YouTube stats on the other computer. So it's probably just I'll just do my screen share here. You should be able to see my screen now, right?
Yeah.
Just going to verify that it works in stream as well.
So your camera still isn't working. I don't know. So what part of this is going to be the live stream?
We're streaming now, so I think just my screen share here. Let me just check. Yeah, so my screen share here, so you can see like your very small photo or image up here. And then I'm going to have like a larger. You can see it on my profile now.
On your profile on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll just be the screen share here. I'll just pull up the repo. Can I hide this somehow? So we have the first guy in the chat here, Eric. Hello, welcome to the live stream.
Oh, let me go see.
There's been some times since I did the last live stream a couple of months ago, but it's actually like pretty nice. People usually ask a bunch of questions.
That's cool.
Let me just start up the Unreal Engine.
So let's pull first. And this is your Dubai computer, so probably you don't have lots of things.
Let me just check if the audio works on your... Can you try saying something? Can you try say something, Dever?
1, 2, 3, 4. Sound
work,
test.
Yeah, you should be able to hear Devrim as well.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I see you're live. You didn't even warn me.
I told you we will live. Yeah. They have a team of AI engineers. So I think there's like 4 guys watching right now. But we're basically just doing like an open source project. It's called Lucky Robots. It's a pretty cool project. Right now I'm just doing the setup here in Dubai, so I have the setup on my computer in Denmark. But we basically just have like an Unreal Engine, a virtual training environment. We're going to combine it with AI and a lot of cool stuff. Object detection, segmentation. We have like some depth maps up and running. We pretty much have the environment up and running in Unreal Engine as well. We have a video here. I'm not sure like why it's not working. But you guys can check out this repo as well, I think, right? It should be public. Yeah, it is public. So Lucky Robots. You can go in here, clone it. Pretty much let's play around with it. There's a requirements file installation. Just follow all the steps, and then you can get started as well. It will probably take some time to set everything up, but the idea is to have this virtual environment in Unreal Engine where we can have different types of environment and then be able to train robots. Could be like reinforcement learning, could also just be like some AI to detect different objects in environments. Instead of like having real environments, we're going to have these simulated environments where we can basically just take our robot, train it in the environment, and then be able to deploy it in the real life. So we have some pretty cool robots already. We're making pretty good progress. Devin is kind of like leading this project here, doing a bunch of cool work. So he's going to be here in the sessions. There's a bunch of other guys working on it. You can see the contributors here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So definitely just follow free. I'm going to do this like some of the setup right now. So I've just cloned everything, and then we're just going to do some initial setup. So I think it'll probably be pretty good to do that here in the live stream. So I guess we can
this will be nice for
So I have
other
Unreal
people
Engine.
too.
Yeah. So do you want to introduce yourself, and then I can always just like reference back to you, or like this session here.
No, I was just gonna say that this video would be actually pretty cool for people to, just setting this up it's actually quite intricate. It could be intricate with the visual Studio solution and the C++ dependencies and things like that. It's going to get clean in the
Yeah.
future, but this is a pretty new project. It's a few months old. Um, Hopefully it will be a lot cleaner very
Yeah, for sure.
soon.
And the cool thing about this project here is that we can act like apply deep learning methods, like we can act like control robots in simulated environments. So I'm not really familiar with Unreal Engine and so on. I'm more like a data scientist working with models, AI, and such. So it's cool to be able to have these guys here working with the Unreal Engine side and combining all of the things together. So yeah, I have the Unreal Engine up and running. I think I have like Reddit pulled with Docker as well. It should be up and running. Let me just verify that. It should be right here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the port
Yeah.
6379
So,
running.
so
That's cool.
that's running. I think I need to pip install the requirements file, right?
That is not yet required,
Okay,
I
okay.
think. I can see the so if you clone the project, can you switch to the branch DVR?
Oh, I probably cloned the wrong one then. Oh, DVR, yeah. Okay. So I can't pull main.
I didn't merge it to main just yet, so if you want, we
Okay.
can do that. But if you cloned it, you could go and say git checkout DVR, and I think it will do it.
Okay.
Or are you using GitHub Desktop?
No, I was let me just cd into it.
Yeah,
Select robots and then git checkout
DVR.
DVR. Yeah. So I think we should be good here. And then we need to do the setup here. So we need to run the setup bad, right?
Yeah. Can you do a git pull just to see if you created a brand new thing or did it?
I'll be up
Okay.
to date. Let me see if I can I zoom in here in terminal or no?
Zoom that make the text bigger, you mean?
Uh,
Command Shift plus
nope.
or Control.
I
Sorry, I'm
tried
a Mac
that,
guy.
but yeah, nothing seems to work. Let me
Let
know
me
if
see.
if any of you guys know how to like zoom into this, but we're basically just going to like run these commands here, so not too important. So we have to cd into resources around.
Yeah,
cd
either
sig.
Control plus, try Control plus or
Yeah, I did try
Alt
that.
plus
No, but the
without the
controls
shift.
work. But I'll just cd into it, like cd platform, cd command for Windows, and then
Mm-hmm.
just run the setup.bat.
Yep.
Let me see. According to you, creating technologies, can you do AI and work on AI projects? Yeah, for sure. Like a lot of different people can do AI and such. It's actually like pretty easy to get started with AI. Not like easy, but it's fairly simple, and there's like a lot of resources out there. A lot of your content helped me a lot programming my own AI using C++. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool to do AI in C++. I do prefer Python though, but C++ is also pretty nice. It's faster than Python. So yeah, I think we should be good here, right? So set up
Yep.
bad.
Now you're gonna run start
Isn't it
signaling
supposed to
server.
run longer? It only took like two
Uh,
seconds.
it looks like you have already installed.
Yeah, I think I installed Node. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna go and write the run start signaling server. Yeah, start signaling server.ps1 on the same folder.
I don't have to do the pawn stuff.
That will be yeah. We will launch that.
Do I even have Visual Studio? Yeah, I have Visual Studio in 2019. Yeah. So do you want to do that first or like the binaries?
So if you don't have Visual Studio solution, that's what we need to do.
Oh yeah, we
Visual
figured out that
Studio.
last time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll be able to download fairly fast now with better internet. So I needed like Node.js development, right?
Uh, Let me see.
I
So
think we
first
pretty much. Yeah.
ASP.NET. Yeah, click that one. C++ is clicked. .NET desktop development.
Yeah.
We need the .NET libraries. And if you go down, then there will be some
Game
Unreal
development.
game development. Yep.
And that's it,
I
right?
think that's it.
Yeah. Probably just
So this is
take a
gonna.
couple of seconds, yeah.
Hmm.
We have to do we have to build the project right before we can run the simulation.
Right.
Yeah.
If you like, you can go to your. Oh yeah, we need Visual Studio installed and build the project before we start. Let me think if we need to do something else in the meanwhile. If you could go to your Lucky Robots from the file explorer, I want to check if everything is correct.
Yeah, let's do that.
Could you go to plugins, Redis connector? If you could go in there, yeah, looks like it's good. And if you go to the root folder of the project and show me the main.py.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Please
okay,
remove.
this
Okay.
is, yeah,
Okay.
this
So
is
you just
my,
cleaned up everything, yeah.
yeah. So you should comment out line 45 and comment in line 42.
Line 45.
Yeah,
Commented out or
yeah, you can comment that out. That's what I'm working on right now.
what are you doing with that? Or just showing the image on localhost, or are you just pulling? You're just
So
pulling the image.
yeah, so Unreal Engine is streaming through pixel streaming, and we need to get that stream into Python so that we can start processing it. But I couldn't find a way to do it just yet.
Okay.
So we need to connect to WebRTP using Python, which is a new thing for me. Need to figure out how we could do that.
Yeah. And then the set variable. Then we have like different variables, right? So A,
So yeah,
D.
that's how we control the robot. So when you set the variable next move as an A, it will be equivalent to as if you clicked A on your
Yeah.
keyboard. So it's gonna turn the robot
Is it
around.
gonna hold or just like a single click?
Single click.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So this way we are sending A 10 times a second.
Yeah.
I hope it works with the 2019 version. I have the 2022.
I think it should work. I think last time the problem was that we didn't have like we didn't have all the files in pulled from the repo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while it's installed here, just a single like a couple of questions. So what stack programming language do you primarily use or recommend for OpenAI projects and other AI projects? So I probably only use Python. I'm mainly using Python for like the last couple of years. Been some time since I've been using C++, but like if you're working with OpenAI, like APIs and so on, you can use different programming languages like JavaScript, Python, and so on. But I'm mainly using Python when we're just talking about like APIs and such. But I'm mainly doing like the backend stuff and data science stuff. I completed my bachelor's in computer science and I'm planning to go to USA for masters, but all my friends in India go to USA for masters. Is there a good opportunity in Dubai for masters in computer science? Not really sure about that. I moved here like recently, a couple months ago, so I'm not too sure. I know there's a lot of companies down here in machine learning and AI as well. So I'm not too sure about the opportunities in Dubai for computer science, but I think US is pretty good, but Devon is probably better to give an answer for that.
For masters in USA.
Yeah, computer science masters.
Oh yeah,
Is it good?
definitely. I would highly recommend either Boston or the Bay Area in California. That most people who are doing AI is you will find like probably 90% of.
For sure. Like Stanford is pretty is pretty cool, but it's also like
Yeah,
the top of the top.
super expensive. You need to be either really, really good so you get a sponsorship.
For sure.
Um, But there are other universities. They could go to cheaper universities, but still hang out with cool guys, cool folks. And I think that's what matters, you know.
Yeah, but
It's not
I
what
think
you learn
Dubai is
in the
pretty good as
classroom.
well. But I also think it's it's okay expensive here in Dubai as well. I think it's pretty expensive to do and take education here. Okay, so now I think we have it up running, right? Do I need to update it here or probably
Update.
not? Probably not. It's just
Oh
like
yeah, that shouldn't matter.
no.
It's the new version of Visual Studio. We're not gonna use it. We're just
Okay,
gonna
so let me see if
use
I
it to,
remember. We had something like controllable pawn, right?
so you right click on that one and then say generate Visual Studio files.
Where?
Click on right click on controllable pawn,
Okay,
generate Visual Studio project files. Nico, it's a great idea to do this video, by the way. It's gonna help a lot of people.
yeah, for sure. I think that's pretty important. And again, like if you're just following these steps, these are
Yeah.
like the hard steps. The other things is just like downloading Unreal Engine. Just go like to Google, download Unreal Engine, Docker desktop, and so on. And then we're doing like all the file works and projects
Yeah.
here. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Yeah,
Right. So now you open that one.
that one,
Yep,
right?
we just. Mm-hmm.
Maybe later. Maybe when I need to use it.
Hopefully never.
Do you think live coding are better than actual tutorials, edited videos? I also have a channel I'm thinking about streams, but I think there will be too much talk and little code opinions. So I think a good combination would be pretty good. I enjoy doing the tutorials and like the edited videos and so on, and people can go back to that and then you can create like videos like 5-10 minute videos that cover like a lot of content in short amount of time, and then the live sessions can more be like for interactions, asking questions and so on. But we're going to do these live streaming sessions with Devrin here, like probably twice a week, where we're just going to like code along. You guys can follow through. This is an open source project, so you guys can also like contribute, come with ideas. Like if you have any cool ideas, like we're fully open to that. So definitely just throw it down in the comments or here in the chat section, and yeah, for sure, join us and come build some cool some cool AI applications. So the reason I joined this project here is because like we have these Unreal Engine there, guys. We can combine that. I have no idea about Unreal Engine. Basically just like an easier step to deploy like acts like AI and robotics in simulator environment. And the idea is that we can just directly deploy that in the real world after training in simulator environments. Yep. So right, I think we have the files over here to the right.
And then now we have the
Oh,
build.
build, yeah.
And then
Is it just build
this
solution?
is,
No.
I usually do this one, but you can try, should be the same.
I think I have to build like a controllable pawn, right?
Or just click build solution. This is different than mine, so we'll try
Let me
and
check.
see.
It just has to take longer than 2 seconds.
Yes, if it didn't break now, probably will work.
Oh,
Oh
we got the
no.
code here again. So we got the same code. We got the same error last time.
Yes, do you remember what we did? I think we cleaned it.
Rebuild
And then
succeeded, failed, skipped. Probably not. I think we had like another option. So it was.
yeah, just click rebuild all. I think that is in my case it only has this one build option, Control B, and then it okay. Looks like.
Nah. It only took a few seconds. And I have all the files right. We double checked that.
Mm-hmm. So now if you double click on your controllable pawn, then if it works, then it's good.
This one.
The one
Oh, this one.
below it. Yeah, click yes.
Okay, yeah, maybe because last time we had like 4 errors here. Let's hope. It's a bit unfortunate that my camera doesn't work. So right now it's just like a very cheap webcam that I'm using. Okay, so
It takes a second when it needs to compile stuff, but it's working right
no,
now.
no. I think it should be running. No, maybe. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
It's just fully maxed out here. Oops. My computer is doing a lot of work right now.
That's our lucky robot.
My camera is flying around here. Yeah.
Okay,
Now we're starting up, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're good to go.
And here we have the robot with the very big camera.
The cameras are actually, yeah, that's the standard size. You can't make it smaller or bigger. It's how Unreal shows cameras. If you could go here and then type Lucky Robot, or just Lucky over here. I want to check if the Redis plugin is, yep. If then now edit Lucky
Oh, I can
Bot.
see.
This one. Okay, so yeah, when this program starts, we connect to Redis database. From Redis, we go and check every 0.1 seconds how what is the next move. We are going to write the next move using Python. And then if the next move, if you scroll to the right, so you will see here if the next move is any of these keys, like A, S, W, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the controls of the robot. So the A is going to rotate it to left, and D will rotate it to the right, and 1 to 8 will rotate the arm. So these are the complete controls that we are going to use.
How many joints do the robot have?
If you close the thing, we can look at it together. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then there's a gripper. I don't know if we implemented the gripper just yet, but if you click this sandwich menu, make it standalone, and now click play.
I think it's running, right? Can we use it with ROS too? So not at the moment. We haven't like integrated any ROS things right now. So this project here is still in the early days.
Yeah, ROS integration will be there though. The point of the project is before we get to ROS, we want robot to be able to navigate these virtual environments successfully. Don't bump into things, start manipulating objects, offload the dishwasher, or use the coffee machine before we go into the real life. And once we are there, I think ROS integration will be very, very important. Now, yeah, if you click ASDWQE, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will move the arms
Yeah, so I
or the
think we have
arm.
like I think we have like 4 joints. So right now we're just doing like 4 kinematics, so you just control each individual joints. But like later on we can do inverse kinematics. So I have a robotics background. But then we can do inverse kinematics, so you basically just tell the arm like a position to go to, and then it figures out like what angles to put the joints in to be able to reach that position. But yeah, we're able to move now. It's a bit laggy
Yeah.
on my computer here now. I'm not on my beast at home. So yeah, it will probably be a bit laggy. I think this CPU is fully maxed out.
And if you do Z and X, the robot head will turn to you.
I think it's the gripper C. Oh, set or. Oh, okay. Okay, so I can't hold it down. I have to press every single time, or.
Yeah, you gotta, it's always one click. Yep.
Okay. Here we're facing.
So there is an error with the arm. Arm is going into the chassis of the car. We need to fix that too. So that's our lucky robot. And now if you click 1 and 2 and 3,
No.
so yeah, you'll move the arms. So now if you like, Nico, we can run the signaling server and start streaming.
Yeah.
Since your CPU is already maxed out, we can put even more pressure.
We'll just jump back here again. So it's start signals. Let me just check. It's probably because I'm streaming as well. It takes off some processing, but not too bad. It's actually like the memory.
Mm. How much memory do you have?
I think I have 32.
Oh,
Yeah, I have 32. Is it a
let's try.
requirement today to have 64?
If you go to your Windows Explorer and go to like your robots.
Yeah. It should be here now. You can see?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to CD into it, right?
Your screen is coming. Your screen is still showing me GitHub README.
Oh, it is? Let me just stop the share here and restart it. What about now?
Coming on. Yeah, I'm on readme.md.
Shouldn't we just be here at usage or?
Oh no, just if you go to, let me actually show you 1 second. Over here, Windows Explorer.
Oh,
This guy.
that should be in. Oh, it was
No,
Edge.
not the.
No, the
Oh yeah,
Explorer had Explorer. Had. It's not Finder.
file,
like I'm
file.
used to Mac. So what the fuck is that? Yeah, we're here.
Same here.
We
Yeah,
have to
we're
see
okay.
Finder.
We're good now. So now resources, platform scripts,
And then
and
the
commands.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, so you right click that. Run with PowerShell.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just run the command from terminal, but this is a bit easier.
I think it's pretty good to do a recording of this.
I think so
then
too.
I
I
can
mean,
also go back if I if I need, but yeah, then we can just reference this first video here. The first.
that's what I like about live coding too, because in edited videos, everything looks so easy. Like, you just go through it like cake. But in the live session, you really understand it's not that straightforward. Okay, so now our signaling server is running. Now you can go to your browser and then say localhost that URL that's on GitHub README. Localhost
I'll
streamer
pull
ID equals left camera.
Let me get out of itch. So yeah, this one here.
Yep. So now this is the left camera.
Yeah.
And if you want to run the right camera, you can also do the right camera. So every time you move the robot, these two cameras will be streaming.
Yeah.
I put 15 centimeters in between them because that's what Z2 camera left and right was. The distance between them was 15 centimeters.
Yeah.
So now we have those two streams. What we don't have is how to get that stream into our Python code. That's what I'm going to work on today and tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get that going. And with that, viewers of this live stream also can do the same, get the same steps and then start using these 3D environments in their AI ML work.
Yeah, but and then we can also just like throw in the depth map. So we have like the depth map code as well. We can just directly use it on that. We can wrap the logic up on top of on top of that as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't you mention that it was like an RTPS stream?
So we need to figure that out. If you want, we can take a look at it. I'll send you a link, show you where I was at.
Let me see. I think the stream is lagged out, or
I sent you on Zoom chat. So that's where that streaming server comes from.
I can see that the live stream is lagging a lot.
Yeah. I would recommend you close those tabs, the pixel streaming. And if you make those
I
windows
think the pixel streaming
smaller,
is already closed, but I think it's probably like unwritten, right?
yeah. If you make those windows viewports smaller, they use less CPU and RAM.
Like this.
You see how big that main window is? If you yeah, exactly. I
can probably close this, right? Or
yeah, you can close it. We don't need it at the moment. Well, if you close it though, we won't have the streaming. So if in this live stream, do you want to try to figure out how we can connect to the stream using Python, or how do you want to continue?
we can try that. I'll just check the link here that you sent over. Where is that? It's over here. Just checking the live.
Or if you want, do you have your cursor dev environment open on the?
What?
Do you have Lucky Robots open? Yeah, okay. So you can actually try this. Try running this script and then see if the robot is.
Probably have the pip installed Redis.
If there is an environment. Oh yeah, you can do the Redis. The 3, 4, 5 is not necessary. The line 3, 4, 5, you can comment them out if you want, because we're not using that.
Yeah, for now, but I think we should. That should be good. So I can just run this around, move robot.
Yeah, if you run that and then watch the robot turn
opened
left.
the project.
Okay. So if you go back to the robot, it should be turning right now. Do you have the game, that other window open
No,
still?
the standalone game.
Yeah.
I think I closed that.
Yeah. If you restart that, then you will see robot is rotating around now.
Yeah. Let me just check on that live stream. I think it just crashed around or. Yeah, so now it's turning.
It's turning, right?
Yeah.
I am getting very few frames from you. Um, so if you stop that script, it will stop turning, and then you can change A to W, for example, then it will go forward.
Yeah.
So all the controls are working.
Yeah. So that should be good, yeah.
So as far as the pixel streaming goes, it's inside the resources folder.
What?
The
Yeah.
resources folder under plugins.
In here?
On cursor, if you
Oh yeah.
expand the resources folder, then you will see source. Oh, not plugins, resources. Yeah. So you see that serious.js?
Yeah.
So this is the server, our Signal server.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so the web browser connects to this and starts streaming. It starts getting the stream from the game. So the challenge is how to connect to this server using Python.
Yeah. Should we do a quick try here?
I'm going to work on this with the best web RTC engineer that I've ever known in a few hours, and hopefully we'll get this done
Yeah.
soon.
So we should be able to just like open up the URL, but I'm not sure. Like, is it just the URL from the GitHub repo or?
So as far as I understand it, it's a WebSocket handshake.
Yeah.
So we need to send a JSON file, do a handshake, and then after the handshake, start consuming packets. There is no WebRTC didn't provide any library for Python. It's only JavaScript. You see that about line 700-ish, there were a bunch of commands that,
This one?
yeah, on player message subscribe or forward player message. So we, not exactly these, but there's also on like subscribe, unsubscribe, list the streamers, get the data channel. All these things maybe are being used. I don't know. So I was right on fixing this, and live stream started. So that's where we are. Yeah, subscribe. Yeah,
But
line
I
seven.
think we'll probably have to wait for that. It doesn't seem like too straightforward.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they have a URL to connect to.
No, no, no. Not directly, at least. Nope. So I guess I'll probably have to I'll probably have to like buy more RAM for this computer. But I'm not sure why. It's probably because of the streaming as well. Because it was working fine. Do you have more than 32?
Yeah, I have 64,
Okay.
and that's barely enough. I
Okay.
was thinking of upgrading as well.
I usually run out of like GPU RAM, but not.
You're also live streaming and
Yeah,
screen
for
sharing
sure.
and yeah,
That's
all
true.
that jazz. Um,
So, did we have the like the segmentation up and running? Yeah.
the segmentation code was in your computer. You used that video.
I have the segmentation code up and running, but for like generating it in Unreal Engine. So we talked about like the plugin. Um,
Which one?
you remember from the marketplace?
Oh, the image segmentation thing.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that didn't work.
No.
Yeah, but I'll try to get that up and running too. The problem with the image segmentation thing, we need to uh, label each object on the scene.
Okay.
So if you have like 1,000 things on the scene, then we need to go and just click on each of them and say this is a lamp, this is a chair, this is a
Okay.
table.
But what
Um,
we can probably just label that as like drivable, not drivable. Um, and then have like the object detection models. Yeah, we also have to like label like if we want to do custom object detection with like arbitrary objects in the scene, we still have to do the labeling as well.
mhm.
Um, so
Yeah,
I guess there will be some manual work for that either way.
I think for now, I would say if we can just, you know how you did the depth map last time?
Yeah,
Uh, if we can like start mapping the environment
yeah,
and have robot successfully go around the objects and find its way in the environment, I think that would be great. In the meanwhile, we will get that image segmentation, pixel streaming in Python ready.
yeah. We should be able to do that once we have the stream, the camera stream in Python.
Yeah, fingers
So
crossed.
yeah, we have the depth map code running. We just have to like connect that. I have to clean it up a bit, but yeah, it shouldn't be too big of a problem. We can probably just like clean it up here as well, like, if you want to. But yeah, we just need to clean that up, hook it up directly. We can actually just clean it up now, so we can just take take like a webcam, and then we can always change out the stream. And then we can even like set up. We can actually just set it up here now, so just like try to avoid like obstacle based on the depth map. Um, so it will just be some very basic navigation based on the depth map, and then we can combine it
Hmm.
with some pre-trained like YOLO models. We can just test out the YOLO V8 directly with the pre-trained model. But I'm not sure about the classes. It only detects. Oh, it does detect chairs, tables. I think it. I'm not sure about tables, but definitely like chairs. Which is the environment that we have now. So yeah. But ideally, we probably want the segmentation mask at some point. Um, at least for like drivable space, obstacle. Yeah.
Totally. Is that output.mp4 is the last output of that office environment?
What do you mean?
There's output.mp. Is this the code that we wrote last time?
Yeah.
You wrote last time?
So this is just another test that I did over here, but we basically just because right now it works on like a video stream, so you know that we have like the
Yeah.
video, the pre-recorded video, so we just have to do some modifications for that. But I think we can delete most of it here. We can actually just go in and create another file. Like, let's just
Yeah, if you want to show the viewers what this was.
yeah, let me just create a new file from scratch. So I have plenty of videos about this Midas here on my channel as well. So people, I think a lot of people are familiar with it. Locky robots dev.py, and then we basically have some parser arguments and so on. We just want to delete that. We just want to run it directly from our code. We don't care about the input path and so on. Delete all of this. And then we have the live stream here, like the live video stream. We just open up a video stream. We're going to connect our URL here, or like somehow like pull the images from the web server, the socket. And then we can, I think we should be able to just like hook it up here. So else, let's delete all of this. I think this is for a video. And the first up here is images, just individual images in a folder. Okay, so we'll see output path, don't need that. Input path, we don't need that. We need to load the model. Oops. There we go. Delete the prints. Load model, print device, if we want to use CUDA. Okay. I can actually just delete this function as well. Okay, so let's see. Hello, Neil. I also started SDU robotic technology. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So, how did you like it? Did you take the bachelor or also the masters? Never needs. You're saying hi. Tala, hey, Hagen Nikolai. I'm an old viewer here. Nice, man. Welcome back. I'm definitely going to do a bunch of different live streams. We're planning to do 2 sessions here, working this project every week, so you guys can follow through. You also more than welcome to help with the project and build some cool stuff with us. And also, if you have any ideas, questions, just throw them in the chat and we'll try to answer. Your Yolvi 8 Ultra Still video has been really helpful for me. I just want to say thank you. Awesome, man. Awesome, Lucas. I'm happy to help. That's why I'm doing all of this and creating YouTube videos for you guys. So Ultra Still is also pretty cool. We might be able to use that as well. So what that is doing is that you basically it's using foundation model as large language model and such, where it understands the images. Then you just tell it, you just have a bunch of images, you just tell it to like segment out all the chairs in the image, segment out all probably just segment out all the floor in the image as well and such. So that's pretty cool. I think I've written that down as a thing to take a look at. Okay, so model path, we need to set up some parameters for that. Model type, optimize, hide, square, false. Okay, so let's see the models. I have the weights over here. Copy relative path. Here, create side by side. We kind of want that still. And this is the whole function, basically doing everything. So process. Let's see, optimizer, create side by side. Of the model, optimizer, height, none, square. Might have to have some other values for these. Generate dev map. The output path, we don't care about that. We want to show the image. Grayscale. Okay, so let's see, we also have some other parameters that are deleted. So optimizer, we had that, size, height, square, grayscale, video path. Cap.read, we read an image frame. If frame is not known, then we're going to process it. And then cap.release. Probably think we're good here now. So we'll see, it probably can't open up the video stream right now because I have it in OBS, but let's test it. Model type, large. Large not implemented use. Let me see, load model. Model type. Oh, I had the weights here, right? Yeah. Don't need the PT. So right now I think it loaded the model. Model loaded, number of parameters 350 million. Can't grab frame because it's used in OBS. So let me just try to just stop that for a second. That was the wrong one. Oh, let me just stop this and try again. Should be able to do it now. see. Is it not showing it yet, or? Probably just fully maximizing out RAM again. I have 2 images here. It shouldn't be that. Can you hear me?
Are you talking to me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, it's just very lacking right now. Let me try with a smaller model. Oh, we can probably just close Unreal now. We don't really need that.
Yeah. Your computer can
It's
take a breath.
yeah. Can you just close this? Okay, so yeah, now we should be good. Logger robot's depth should be able to run at least a couple of frames per second. Okay, so there we go. Now we have the depth map. So now we can actually just set up some basic logic based on yeah, I think just kind of like the values in the middle. So we want to navigate to the right if there's like an obstacle in the left side of the image, or like in the middle, then you want to go to one of the sides. And then we can wrap around some code like exponential functions, or like the closer the objects are, like the more we want to move to the right or the left, depending on where the object is in the scene. So yeah, we might be able to put up some basic logic for that, and then once you have the video stream up and running, we can connect it. We have the basic navigation, and then we can combine that with some object detection. So we don't have that now, but we have the depth map, so we have some understanding of like what is in front of us. So let me see. Okay, so we have a pretty good depth map. Depth map. What? Oh, I was just hearing your voice on the stream.
I sent you the last step map you made for that office environment at Lucky Robots.
I'll just pull up the webcam here again. Yeah, there you go. So send it in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can just take a look at it. Okay, yeah, so you made a short. Yeah, so this is basically just like what we just had. We just threw that through a video file, and then we're just generating this depth map. So the idea is that we want to have the depth map, and then we also want to do like segmentation of like the whole, basically just semantic segmentation. So we segment out every single pixel in the image frame, and then we're going to combine that with the depth map. And by having a segmentation mask with a depth map, we pretty much have understanding of our whole environment. You can even see the details here in the chair and also the table. You also see some pretty cool stuff once we move into a very dark environment. Like you can't barely see anything in the original video, but the depth map is still very cool for that. So right now the idea is to just create some basic navigation algorithms that can navigate here. So right now the robot is turning to the right, then it's starting to face a chair to the right here. The brighter it is, the more it has to like move to the left, and just set up some basic logic for that. So just combining everything. So we have the vision up running, all the cameras connected to Python. We have the controls from Python. We have the cameras controlling the robot in Unreal Engine with some basic controls. And then we basically have everything, and we can work on the individual things and improve them, and try to like train some AI models to detect different things, whether it's just trying out some pre-trained models from YOLO, for example, or do instant segmentation or semantic segmentation. Did we skip the dark room?
The dark room is on the longer version of the video.
Okay. Did you post that?
Let me find that.
We should give this a like.
Become my second subscriber.
I'll just go ahead and subscribe
Non-existing
here.
channel.
We need to subscribe to Devrim.
Oh my, I have 17.
17 subscribers.
Let me find that video for you.
Remember to hit the bell notification.
Thank you, sir. You're very kind. All right, so where was it? General. If your Slack is open, it's on the general channel. If you want me to download and send it to you, I can do that too.
I'll just pull it up here. It's open source. It's open source anyway. And we don't have any illegal stuff in here, so we should be good.
We have nothing to hide.
In the general channel. Yeah, there we go. I have it here. I think it was too far. Yeah, so here we can start to see the dog room. So you can see like how dark it is on the original video, and we still see very nice details in the depth map, even when going in further, moving around. So yeah, this is pretty cool. But we should definitely create some datasets as well. I think like my viewers and those guys, like if we just have a dataset, they would probably want to train some models as well. Just having a folder with a bunch of images, and then they can just try out different models, train different models, and see the results, and then we can always just take that model and use it directly.
Totally.
Because the hard part again is actually like getting the data. Also, one of the reasons why we wanted to create this simulator environment. So I'm not sure if there's like an easier way to. I'll definitely test it out. We can just go in here to Hugging Face and just like try to test it out. Let's just. I actually want to test this out. So let me just. Do we have like a screenshot of one of these windows?
The originals were in your computer, if you still have them.
Yeah. That's a question. I don't think so. Let's just try to just do a screenshot here. Shouldn't the model should still be able to see it. So let's see. I know RoboFlow has a lot of cool things with this. I think they have this sum. I have to put in my OpenAI key, I guess, but let's just see how far we can get. Generate marks. So I think this is for extracting the mask of the different objects in the scene, and then you can use GPT-4 vision model for actually like doing the reasoning or like the recognition of the different objects. So here you can see it probably detects the bicycle here, motorcycles like 19, 13, some loggers, tables, and so on. So you can actually like extract all this information, then use like ChatGPT or like GPT-4 vision to understand what is inside these these marks. Let's just do the highlight. So I just saw this on LinkedIn or something like that. So it's first time playing with it. Okay, so it looks like we get some errors or. Okay, I can also draw on the left side. Okay, so then it only extracts what I have drawn. Definitely some problems here. Sam GPT-4. I also need to open the AI key. I don't really want to post my API key here. But maybe we don't even need like the GPT-4 vision model for now, because we know that if we can extract the information, if we can extract the results, it will be able to understand. So let's just go with Sam, maybe HQ Sam. Okay, so Andrew, I'm really glad I came across this stream. I use Unity for developing applications other than games, mostly aligned with engineering stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's actually like what we're trying to do here. I'm not like too familiar with all like the game engines, Unity, Unreal Engine, and so on. But that's why Devrim and all the other guys are here.
Yeah, I looked at Unity as well, and then they have render streaming, which is very, very close to pixel streaming.
Okay.
I chose Unreal because the render quality is so much better on Unreal, so that we can really simulate as close as possible to real life. I feel like I'm not super advanced in Unity, but it looks to me like it's optimized for gaming, not super advanced in the ray tracing and everything.
You can see here.
It's very interesting as well what Unity is doing.
Can you see my screen right now?
Uh-huh.
So I think it does a pretty good job here. So right now it's just extract everything. It's still a bit blurry image. I just took like a screenshot of the video in Slack. So that's probably like very bad quality, but it does a pretty good job at doing the segmentation. A brick wall. Can't read it here. Let's try with this one. But we can probably use this to label some of our data, so we don't have to do all the manual work. We just have to like pull the images from our environment, just move around randomly in the environment, capture some images, sample some images here and there, and then like try to feed it through some of these models. So let's maybe try with the other image here and try floor. So you can also prompt it to the specific detections that you want. Nope. Task type text. So you can see if we combine this with the depth map, because then we can get all the extractions of different objects in the scene, and then we know the location of the objects, and then we can just go in and index that in the depth map, and then you can see here, that's pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Then we can basically just go in and index the depth values, then we know like where are the objects in the scene related to or like relative to the robot moving around with the camera. But this is actually like pretty cool. Like you can see the floor here. It basically segments out everything. So this is drivable space. But again, these are some larger foundation models. We need to train like smaller models to be able to do these tasks so they can work in real time. But I think this is pretty good for doing the labeling. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I'll let me see if I can extract like the original video. Did you mean Unreal or like Unity? Um,
Andrew, if you know anything, please share. That's what I'm going to spend my next 48 hours getting the WebRTC, connecting to Pixel streams.
But a couple minutes ago in the stream, I got back to finding a streaming solution. I've come across WebRTC for Unity. Probably not that one. Okay, nope, it only got the chairs. Crowded segment, anything. Restart the space. So I feel like the internet is pretty good for live stream, right?
Yeah, it's not skipping.
Yeah. I think it should be good. I just need to fix my camera so I don't have to use like a 50 buck webcam.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. It didn't want to read. Are you using Camlink?
I am using Camlink, yeah.
So I'm not sure why my Windows computer is not recognizing it.
Ben, anytime my computer is turned off, I need to plug in and out and in, just reconnect the Camlink. I don't know why it happens on Windows, never happens on Mac.
Mac is just plug and play.
Yeah. But if you insert it again to the same USB port, Windows starts to recognize it.
No idea. What's this? Not sure where it is.
Hopefully, on our next live stream, we'll find a way to do this WebRTC business, and we can run the Unreal. Or we can run Unreal on a remote server. We can set one up in Azure or something,
Yeah.
and then yeah, it doesn't have to be local on your computer. You will just ingest the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Then we can just hook it up. I don't know much about streaming options for now, but I will have to find out soon. A project that will really benefit from it, otherwise be forced to send frame byte arrays to my Python script.
Your camera is back.
What? My what?
Your camera is back.
On the stream?
Uh-huh.
It should be for some time now. It was just like when I was running like the depth map. Also, how are you generating the depth maps? Is it through MDEs? Do you know what MDEs is?
I don't.
I'm not sure what a MDE is, but we're generating the depth map with Midas. So it's a pretty like common and widely used for like monocular depth estimation. So it's using like AI and deep learning to estimate the depth in monocular images. So usually you only have like you can only get depth information if you have two cameras. Um, yeah, two cameras, then you'll be able to get the absolute distance to different objects in the scene. But if you only have like single camera, you can get like relative depths from the camera. So it can only be used for like some rough estimates of depth. But this model here is fairly good. Grounded segment anything. Let's scroll down. Detect multiple objects separating each floor, chair. Okay, so what are these down here? It's so yeah, this was the grounded sand that I talked about before. So I just told it to like detect floor, chairs, and walls, and then you basically get this segmentation mask here, as you saw with the plugin in Unreal Engine. So we should instead of like doing the manual work in there, we should probably just do it in here.
Mm-hmm. That looks pretty cool.
We can just pull this
That's
model here, throw in prompts
pretty
for what we
accurate.
want to detect, and then sample images when we're driving around in the environment. Throw those images through this model here, generate the label, and then we have a data set that people can play around with, but also we can train different models. So the models that I already showed you. And then we can like segment out pretty much everything, combine that with the depth map, the relative depth map, and then we will be, I think we'll be pretty good with that. We can even combine the objects. So once we have labeled all the objects, we can just divide them into two regions. Obstacle, no obstacle, or like obstacle, drivable space, obstacle,
Mm-hmm.
and try out with some different things. So, and combine that with the navigation. So I think there's like some pretty cool elements, some different kind of parts that can be pulled together.
Totally. The thing with the Unreal Engine, I need to find a way. Um, so for example, those chairs that you see, it's just one chair, but it's say that there are 5,000 chairs in the environment. It wants you to label each of them instead of just saying this is a chair and then every chair on the scene is a chair.
Yeah, it's
It
exactly the
wants
same
you to
chair.
yeah, every instance of that chair, it wants you to go and label it. It's kind of dumb. So we need to find a way to, program Unreal to just label things in an automated way versus super manual. I'm sure it is possible somehow.
We can even set up the whole pipeline with just the original image. If I just find the original video that you send over, so just sample. I'm not sure like how many frames per second we're running, probably like 30 or something like that. But just like sample an image every second or every second, and then just like try to set up a pipeline that feeds through this model here as well. Just clone it. We should be able to just extract the files. It's just grounded same. We should be able to just extract the files here instead of having this application. Just have our folder with images, go through this pipeline instead of single images. Then a prompt, and then we have a whole pipeline basically, and then just connect a model that can be trained for doing this segmentation. Could just be YOLO V8.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah.
This is pretty accurate, man. It's very impressive.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I know there are some. I know there's some better models. So grounded segmenting is a bit. It's not like outdated or old, but the new GPT-4 vision model is definitely better. But I'll try to play around with that off stream, because then I'll have to post in the OpenAI API key.
Like, notice how it's going around the wheels of the chair and how it's going around
Let me try with
frames
the
on the
other one
wall.
here.
It's pretty cool.
Isn't it called loggers? To the left here, yeah. We can also just try with like relate anything. Molecular diff estimators, yeah. So Midas is the best one that I've found out there for molecular, but there's different models for sure. But they also have like 10, 15 different models Midas in itself. Both CNN based.
Unrelated question, Nico, who's paying for the compute here when you click run? Is this on the
This guy.
authors? Yeah, they just opened it up for the public to just use it.
Yeah, it seems like, yeah. I'm not sure who did this. He has like,
Or
okay.
Hugging Space. Hugging Face is creating, doing this themselves.
It's some larger models. He has a lot of models in here, so yeah, probably a guy from Hugging Face. But yeah, some people do have these spaces running on T4s and just like paying for them. But again, like if people not paying using them, they will like downscale the resources. But it's pretty nice to like test out different models and so on. I use it a lot just to test out new things, and if people are creating demos, also just to stay up to date with new models coming out. And then you can always just go into the files, just clone all the files, and kind of just scrape everything that you don't need and use it for your own application. But this is also pretty cool. I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, but I think we have a pretty good plan. We have everything up and running now here on my side. We have the video. We just need like the live stream, and then we can put it together here directly
Yep,
into
that's
the
on
code we
me.
have now, and then have some basic logic around that. And yeah, after like when we're setting out the basic logic, we will also have the controls. Like once we have the controls in Python, like some sequences, so we can actually like move around. I guess it will not make sense to go in and sample 4 datasets and create these models before we have some basic navigation based on just a depth map, and then we can navigate like very basic around in the environment, sample images, generate some datasets, and then have those in a folder that people can play around with and train some models on, and I can try out some different things as well.
Perfect. And we will have beautiful, beautiful environments like interior, exterior,
Yeah.
forests, cities,
Yeah.
skyscrapers.
And then we
Hopefully
can
we'll be
just set
able
up
to.
automated pipelines to just like go around those environments, sample images, train models. Everything can be
Mhm.
automated and we're good to go. So a lot of cool things to do, and but we know what to do. So that's cool.
Amazing first live stream.
Yeah. I feel it's pretty good. Also that we did the also that we did this setup. Then we can always just like reference back to that. That's pretty cool. I think there's been
Yeah,
like
hope.
10, 15 viewers and on average,
I mean, this is gonna be forever,
some engagements and so on.
forever on the internet. That's the first live stream.
Yeah.
If the project gets big, this is the first one
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Oh, you did the first YouTube video with the short.
with my 17 subscribers. Yes.
Uh, but yeah, I guess we will just like end off the live stream here. Um, Thank you guys for dropping by. I think we're going to do this twice a week.